Yo, what's up YouTube? It is OG and today we are going to be covering some pro gameplay from last weekend. So last weekend there were the qualifiers for Gamely, and I think the finals are this weekend. I think it's like a round robin kind of tournament. There's no playoffs or anything, so points are really important. And unfortunately my team didn't really have our best performances, so we ended up moving on to the next round, but we're not exactly where we want to be, so we're definitely like practicing a little bit. Should be a lot going forward to this weekend when the finals or semis or whatever you want to call it are. But yeah, so today we're going to be covering the game versus Tribe Invictus, which is the other Tribe team, of course. Really good games, really good players on both teams, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Alright, so first off we have Gem Grab. Now you can see our comps are pretty similar, and also the videos are going to be from our opponent, Tribe Invictus's perspective, just because I'm friends with all of them and I kind of played too much, so the games got out of my battle log, so I asked one of them to record it for me, and Kennedy was nice enough to do that, so big shout out to Kennedy. But you can see our comps are pretty similar. I'm kind of winning the one-on-one fight with BB against Johnny. The only difference that we have is we have a Poco and they have a Gene. So, you know, we were doing okay at first, but they do have a 5-0 gem lead, and in retrospect, I think Gene is definitely a really big threat to Poco here. We're just doing it for the synergizing of the, like the Poco and the Rosa and the BB, but you can see we're kind of just getting picked on with the extra range, and Kennedy does get away from Alec there, and Alec is going to pop his super here, but I think he'll go down anyways. Yeah, he does go down. So they have a really commanding lead, so I'm trying to like make something happen. I at least like take out their gem carrier, well, the Rosa with the gems, and you know, Alec can go and pick them up. He does get pulled though, and you know, Squashy does a good job keeping him alive, and he goes back in for some reason when he could have walked out, and he's just gonna give them the gems in their spawn. So they only need one more at this point, and you know, Rosa with shield coming at me, and Squashy and the BB. So I do get taken out there. It's going to be really hard for us to make something happen here, just because they do have the Gene's range, and you know, they have the Rosa with the shield and the BB with the knockback, so it's not looking too good in the first game. And this is a best of 5, so we definitely still have a chance to come back, but Tribe Invictus does take the first game. Alright, so next up we have the Brawl Ball set, and you can see this time we have a little difference in our comps. So they went with the Rosa and we went with the BB, and I'm on my trademark Spike and Johnny is on Nita, but we do have both Genes this time. So you can see I'm just going to be like chipping down Kennedy if he's just going to give me those easy RNGs. Nick's coming over to help him out a bit, and Alex can a little bit of positioning on his side too, but Squashy sees an opening and he did have a super, so he goes for a sneaky shot, so really heads up play from Squashy there. So we got the quick goal less than 30 seconds in. We're looking to like kind of continue the same thing. They switched the Nita onto my side, which probably a smart move because I can kind of pick on the Rosa. I have the matchup with the Nita too for sure, but the Rosa can definitely be more impactful on the other side. So we do manage to take out Johnny, and it's just me at this point. So I want to stay alive if I can, take out the bear, maybe take out Kennedy, just see if I can like keep some pressure on so we don't like all reset and are like kind of spawn trapped. So I do manage to stay alive, and I'm just keeping my lane kind of held down. Alec does manage to take out Nick there, and we're slowly bringing the ball up to hopefully make a goal happen. So you can see Kennedy is trying to sneak into my lane a little bit, and Nick's there to support him. I have no idea. When I saw that in game, I was like, wait, what? So I don't know what Squashy was going for there, but you can see he almost sneaks a goal in, and you know, they just managed to stay alive. I might get taken out here. I think I do, yeah. And you know, they're definitely looking kind of threatening right now because Johnny does have his bear, which is just so much HP that's going to push us back, and the Rosa's right there. So we definitely need to get some good value off my Spike super here. And I do chain it, and we managed to take out Kennedy as well. Alex doing a good job. Oh, Kennedy just stays alive, I guess. Alec was doing his best to hold them off, but you know, there's just so much HP with that bear up. So just like that, we're tied 1-1. Johnny's coming on my lane again. Alex dealing with Kennedy. So I'm definitely looking to be really aggressive and hopefully take him out pretty soon and get a goal. I'm not sure why Squashy pulled Kennedy there, but you know, we're not looking too good. I waste my super there, really trash super for me. But Johnny kind of like returns the favor and wastes his bear. So Squashy gets a good pull. Alec does take out Runic. 10 seconds left, so we definitely want to get position in our supers for overtime. Just because, you know, it's so important. You guys saw earlier how like threatening that super shot is. So once the walls are down, I should like dominate pretty much. Just because the only one that can kind of match up with me is Nick. But he's busy with the Squashy. So Squashy does manage to sneak in another good shot and wins us the game. Alright, so this is one of the new heist maps in the game. It was actually my first time playing it. So we weren't like too sure about comps. I think it's called Beachcombers or Beachcombers, something like that. But anyways, you can see we kind of went with long range and BB just because, you know, there are kind of really big lanes, so we compared it a little bit to Bridge Too Far, which was obviously taken out. So it kind of like reminded me of it, so we decided to go with long range. But Alec couldn't really do anything against the Rico, so I'm switching onto him, and he can get the Daryl, which is a better matchup for him. So he does knock him back a little bit, and you know, he's being like a little bit of a threat to them. I decided to go mid just because I can kind of like chip on everyone from there. But, you know, the Rico's going back on his right lane, so Kennedy kind of screws up his roll there a little bit. Definitely could have got better value there. I do tap Johnny once, and he just manages to stay alive. I want to get some safe damage. I probably should have just backed up and stayed alive in retrospect, but on the other side of things, Squashy does get taken out. Nick's getting away with 100 HP there. Those ones hurt to see. So Alex getting matched up with Daryl again. Squashy needs to focus on Nick here. Really good super from him, kind of pressures him a little bit, and then hopefully they can take him out as a team, which they do. I've been like bodying Johnny on the other side, and I'm sneaking up to get some damage. I know Ken's getting like close to his roll, so I don't want to give it to him, because if I do give it to him, then I'm gonna die. And in the middle, you can see Alex trying to move up a little bit here. Ken does roll on him, but he should have his knockback, and hopefully he can stay alive. Yeah, so we kind of group up and just take out Kennedy together. And I go for Johnny. I thought I would get him there, but unfortunately I don't. So it's pretty even right now, 70 to 74%, but we definitely have positioning right now. But that's the thing about Daryl, right? As soon as he gets his roll, he can literally just take out a lane like that. So now I'm kind of stuck on defense because we don't want to give up too much damage. And Kennedy does a really good job just, you know, getting so much damage. And just like that, they have a pretty big lead. So we need to get control here, and Alex should just try holding it down because he's not going to get too much damage as BB. He does get a decent bubble off. It hits the safe twice. And you know, I'm within poking distance, but I want to take out Johnny too because he can do that to me. But unfortunately, I don't get the chance to. But Squashy's doing some really good damage on the other side of things. And unfortunately, Ken just gets that roll, and I think he does manage to get the winning damage there. So really close heist game. Like I said, that was our first time on the map. I'm sure it was theirs too. So definitely need to figure some stuff out next time we play that map. But I did like the Brock pick and the Rico pick. Alright, so this is another new bounty map, and I personally never played it before, but Alex said he played it on stream, and he is having really good results with double thrower Gene. So, you know, we just trusted his judgment, and we went with it. So you can see I'm on the mic, and Alec is on the tick, Squash is on his trademark Gene, and it's going like really good for us so far. You can see Johnny's just getting really pressured, and there's not much you can do, so I do take him out there. And he's gonna have a really rough time as long as those walls are up, and as long as he doesn't get his mortar. So you're gonna see me like try not to give up any value to him. We already have the lead, so there's like no need for me to really push. Squashy's wall does get damaged a little bit, unfortunately, but luckily he has a tick on his side, so it's not gonna like really affect him because it'll do the exact same thing to the other tick. I get like a little too excited with that super, I think, and I kind of waste it. Squashy gets a nice pull on Nick, brings us up to a 5-0 lead. They try switching Kennedy on me. He's not going to have any better results. Squashy gets a little too excited, misses the super. But as long as like they can't break these walls, like I'll be fine here. I can stay there the entire game. You'll see I do take out Kennedy, and there's not much they can do with the walls all up. So it's a really tough matchup for them. I almost take out Kennedy. I just screw up my second shot a little bit. You're supposed to kind of like hit him with the super and bounce him into your other shot, but I just mistimed it a little bit. So you can see there's not really anything they can do. It looks like they're getting kind of frustrated for me. Squashy gets another nice pull on Johnny, and oh, Johnny actually manages to take him out in getting their first kill of the game. On the other end of things though, I managed to take out Kennedy, and we're looking pretty good. As long as me, Alec, and Squashy all don't die, I think we'll win this. So we just got to kind of maintain for the next 10 seconds. Again, they have to take out all of us, so it doesn't matter too much if one of us dies. So you'll see I'll just like jump into there and the things, just like a little troll. But they already know they lost this game. We just definitely outcomped them here. Like I said, it was our first time playing besides Alec, and I'm sure it was like their first time too. It's always like difficult with the new maps, just finding a meta on it. Alright, so the fifth and final map is Siege, and our comp is just really sus here. Alec came up with a really good comp on the last map, so we decided to trust his judgment for this one, and he said double tank BB, so here we are. You can see they have a Gene, and the Gene's just going to be able to get so much value with our comp, because we literally don't have a counter or anyone that can kind of keep him at range. So you guys are going to see Runic asking Kennedy to play there. But we do manage to get the first Siege, which is always good in the new Siege. You want the first Siege. The second one's not like too important, but they're doing really good defense right now, and with triple tank, like, you don't have too much to support it, so I'm just deciding to kind of, Squashy does a really good job. I think he like team wipes there, but I decided to just kind of like hang back and like hopefully we can get mid control and like get some of these bullets, because we got like 5% there, and Alec was being sneaky in the bush and it worked out pretty good for him. But you can see they are slowly, like, they're able to just like push us back a little bit. Alec kind of wastes a super, which is going to be really bad because we need those walls to kind of thrive off of. I do a really bad jump too, and Nick punishes it for me, and we do get a tie, but like they managed to team wipe us. So just judging by our comp, it's going to be so tough to get back out there. The no Gene really hurt us here, I think. And you can see Alex doing all that he can on Johnny, but like I said, they just outrange us and they have position, and the map is like wide open now. So I'm trying to fight Kennedy, but you know, it's not looking too good right now. 14-5 with like 20 seconds left. So there's not really much we can do unless we get like a perfect defense, and you know, we miraculously like defend a 20 like bolt robot perfectly. It's not looking too good for us. So you can see Kennedy's taking out Alec there. Not much you can do. He could use his super earlier, but he kind of wastes it. Ideally, you would want to save it for that robot, but I don't think that would have like saved the game or anything, just because they're all alive, they're all supporting the robot, and it's a level 20 robot. Like, you can't really defend these. If they're supported, you can't really defend them at all. So you can see just how much damage it does so quickly, and they're all just there kind of like collapsing on the safe, and unfortunately we do lose our match. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Unfortunately, we could not take home the win, but luckily it was just qualifiers, and we did qualify for this weekend, so hopefully my team can kind of pick it together, myself included, and you know, we can do a lot better this weekend, because this was probably like our worst performance to date. So we have been practicing a little bit, and you know, just I've been getting back into the game. I'm kind of mad about the trophy system. I won't go on about that though. But yeah guys, thank you so much for checking out the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.